Hello, 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 lovelies. It is our first member workshop this month, and I am so excited to do this with you guys. I'm just going to refresh here, see who's joining us live. I think it's going to be a huge number of people because we have lots of new members in the group, and all our founding members are just always doing all the workshops with us. So I think this is going to be a really, really fun workshop that we're doing here today. As you guys might know already, my name is Anani, and I am going to be the crafty person right here in front of you guys, building this along with you. And then our guy in the chair is Matt, my lovely husband, who is always helping out. He's going to be chatting with you guys in the comments and dropping some really cool links. Also, if you didn't get your kits yet ready to download, then he's going to be helping you out with that as well. So I'm just going to wait a minute here. I'm a little bit early. I was so eager to get started here, but I'm just going to wait a minute, see who's hopping on here with me. Just introduce yourselves, especially if you're new to the membership, but also our founding members, because we have so many new people that it'd be great for everybody to just get to know each other a little bit. So I see we have a few people on here already, and this is going to be a super exciting workshop here today, you guys. I found this I fell in love with this kit when I saw it. And I called it You've Got Mail because it's just like keeps on opening and opening into more cute pieces of mail that you can get, right? And especially those postcards and the letters and stuff that we have in some of the other kits that's also part of this collection. I think that would look so lovely in this. So let me just see here. Who's hopping on here with us? Pamela is here. Hi, Pamela. And Terry is here. Pamela, I hope that you got your kit. I know Matt sent it to you a couple of different ways there, so I hope that you were able to get your kit. Pietro is here from South Africa again. I don't know what time it is in South Africa, Pietro, but do you still sleep? Because I always see you, no matter what time of day it is, you're always on the workshops. This is fantastic. So let's just see here. I just want to quickly show you guys again. I made this on really flimsy paper, so I'm sorry for that, but this was just to show you guys what this would look like. Today's one I'm actually going to be creating on 32-pound bright white paper, and that's perfect for this kit. You could also do it on 65-pound cardstock, and that would look lovely. So let's just open this up, and it just keeps unfolding. Just look at that. Isn't that lovely? So we're going to be making this beautiful kit today. There it is, with lots of little pockets and tuck spots for ephemera pieces and cards and all kinds of beautiful things. You could probably tuck in a little gift card here as well if you're going to be giving this to somebody. Wouldn't this make like a really nice get better soon or feel well soon, get well soon kind of card? This would be lovely. So if you're brand new to the membership, just signed us up this last week or two, just let us know in the comments there. It would be so nice to say hi to everybody here again. Let's see, Danielle is here. Howdy, Danielle. And let's see here. Oh, Pietro says it's only 8 in the evening. Oh, you got lots of time. And then let's open the back here. There's a nice pocket in the back. And of course, our seed packets. And you can print as many of these as you want and just fill them up with little summer seeds. Wouldn't that be nice? And I got some ephemera pieces hiding in this pocket too. Okay, so I'm just going to tuck this into the seal. I love these wax seals on here too. Now for everybody who's brand new to the membership, like Vanji just signed on there. Hi, Vanji. She says, I'm cutting fast. That's okay. Take your time. I'm going to be doing a little bit of an introduction here for our new members. So this is our Summer Promise collection, and we have so many pieces to this collection, and you're gonna have the rest of the week. I mean, you can take as long as you want to build up this whole collection, but yeah, we've got this beautiful desk organizer. Also in the memberships, we have all of our junk journal and texture pages, which is like 25 pages of junk journal, like unique design junk journal pages and texture pages, and it's just gorgeous. And then also, because you guys are members, you're going to be getting all the free workshop, like all the workshop bonuses that we have. Usually during a live workshop, we offer a live bonus for everybody who attends, but only during the live bonus. Well, as a member, we're grouping all of those live bonuses and all our replay bonuses together, and we're going to be posting that inside the workshop, the membership area for you guys today. So you'll have access to these beautiful vertical hidden paper clips, for instance. Oh, mine is just a little bit stuck here. Like, look at this. Isn't this lovely? That's our vertical hidden paper clip, and you can keep your pages together in any of your journals or clip little notes on or anything. We also have our bonuses from yesterday, which was, what was our bonuses? Oh, the trifold folio, that's right. We have that, which is this one here. So all of this is included for members, whether you show up live at the workshops or not. Now, our members usually show up live because they absolutely just love hanging out with us, right, members? So let's just keep going here. There's an ephemera pack that has loads of different ephemera pieces, including like envelopes and tags and pocket bookmarks, just all kinds of things that you can be adding to your pieces. So we've got that going in there. And then in addition to this summer folio or summer promise kit that we have, like, you also have access to all of our other collections. And I'm not just saying you have access as in you can buy those collections. I'm saying that you have access, free download of all our other collections, including, just look at this. This was our Glamorous Valentine collection. Remember this, you guys? This beautiful little notepad inside of the corset, and these beautiful books that we made. Like, this was spectacular. This was so fun to do with our pens and our cards and our journals and everything in here. So this is included for all our members. So if you're a member, you can go and just go download all of this. And we have hundreds of kits now, you guys, so you can just take your pick and download any which ones you want. This was our cute Valentine one. Look at this. What was your favorite? It's like, everybody who's been here for a while, what was your favorite kit that you've worked on this year so far, you guys? Let's hear it. Look at this. Aren't these so adorable? This was our cute Valentine one that we did here. And then we also have our, this was our Mediterranean spring kit that we did with loads of different, I didn't finish up this journal yet, so I have lots of pockets and stuff falling around in here. And we also have, which other things did I make here? Oh, just so many different, this was our Winter Wonderland. And this was our Steampunk New Year. Like, just look at this. This is absolutely gorgeous, these things. So you guys can go in and just download everything. Okay, so who is ready to get started here today? I'm just gonna hop over to the comments here. I'm seeing everybody commenting here. Angela's from Idaho here today. Wow, awesome, Angela. I hope the party was good last night. I saw that you only went to bed at like 4 o'clock this morning. And Kelly says hi. Hi, Kelly. Great to see you here again. I'm sorry to hear about your printers printing everything in miniature. But, you know, that might actually be really cute for this kit as well. Martine said she loves all the ones since she found the group. Wonderful. I am so glad, Martine. You are going to love what we're doing this coming week. We're kind of slowly phasing out, like right after the member challenge that we're posting tomorrow. On Wednesday, Thursday, we're phasing out of the Sunflower Promise and heading right back into our brand new theme. And you guys are all going to love it. I'm sure of it. So let's get started. Everybody good? Sandra says hi. She's back again. Okay, there's a lot of moving parts to this. Like, there's a lot of different pieces to this puzzle. So what I found is really good is if you just kind of match things up first, and we're going to start gluing them back to back. So we're going to start minimizing the amount of pieces that we have to work with. So let's just start with that. We have our triangle shaped piece right here. And that's gonna go back to back with our triangle blue backing right here. So back to back on these ones. We're gonna glue these pieces that look like this, like these pocket pieces. We're gonna glue them, fold them in the middle and glue them back to back like this. So let's just start one piece at a time and just start gluing pieces together. We're gonna break this down into really tiny little sections, and before you know it, it's just gonna come together beautifully. Like you're not even gonna notice the hard parts because it's just very easy small steps that we're gonna be making. So back to back, these two pieces, as you can see here, the flower, the triangle flower and the triangle blue piece, that's gonna go back to back. So I'm hoping my glue will last for this. We're gonna see. Okay, and who's using what glue with this, you guys? I know a lot of people here use Fabri-Tac. I love my Elmer's glue. I really miss my purple Elmer's glue, but I love my Elmer's glue. It's very flexible. I can just move things around still. I'm just gonna line this up right here. And there we go. Very nice. I'm just gonna move this a little bit, line things up a little bit better. Okay, if it doesn't line up 100%, that's okay. You can always just trim that off a little bit. It's not the end of the world. And you can always ink it too, right? So that will kind of hide any white edges that you've got there. Okay. Now, we're gonna keep on going. We're just gonna keep gluing pieces together. Now, you might wanna score these fold lines as well, and just so that while your glue is still wet, you can actually fold on those scoring lines. Now, the one thing I have to say is that we're gonna be folding these glue flaps toward the blue part. So you wanna make sure that when you fold it, it actually goes this way. So let's just fold those over. And that's gonna look lovely. There we go. Matt did score these for me, but once you got glue on there, it makes the scoring a little bit more challenging, like the folding a little bit more challenging. So I just want to straighten things out a little bit here. Okay, so see, now we have a spine. So this is going to start making some more sense to you guys. See, now we have a spine here. And this will be a flap. So it flaps open like this. Just like that. Perfect. I'm just going to trim some of these white edges here a little bit. Perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna keep gluing. We're just gonna keep gluing pieces together. These pieces are pockets that we're gonna use, and we're just gonna glue them back to back as well. We're gonna fold it in this middle line right here and glue it back to back. So Pietro says in South Africa it seems gluing options are a bit limited. I hear you, Pietro. We're in Mexico right now and our gluing options are very limited, however not as limited as it was in Bali or Brazil. That was very limited. Okay, so let's glue these pieces together. Perfect. That looks lovely. Okay. Now again, the blue parts are the inner parts, so we're going to be folding our spines and our glue flaps toward the inner parts. And let me know if anybody is a little bit behind here today, then we can just keep going over something. I'm just going over to the comments here quickly. And Terry says, I love them all, but love, love, love the blue baby Highland cow kit. Oh, Terry, wasn't that so gorgeous? That was just so fun. And the funny thing is, we were actually with our grandkids when we made that, and they had a blast with that kit. They just loved it so much. Okay, so we're just gonna keep this. We're gonna keep moving on. Now we're gonna glue this piece together right here. And this is gonna be the bottom flap for our main envelope. So we're gonna do this back to back. Again, the blue is gonna be the interior. The crackled paint is gonna be the exterior. We're just gonna glue this. Lots of glue. If you think you've got enough glue, add a little bit more glue. Okay, there we go. So who's actually making this with us here today? Anybody? And who is just watching? And who will catch the replay? Okay, lovely, lovely. A little bit off the mark with my gluing today. The funny thing is, you guys, the other day I put this together at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't even think twice about how things were supposed to fit together. I was like tired, and I was just putting it together quickly, and I was just gluing pieces together, and everything just fit beautifully together. Now today I'm actually trying to impress you guys, and my gluing abilities are falling short. So I'm not going to pay too much attention to down here with this section, because nobody's going to see this part right here. And again, we're folding it over to our glue flaps and our spine toward the blue section. So Vanjie says she's making it with us today. Woohoo! And Evolving Energies, like I know that that's your Facebook name, and I'm wondering if you could share your name with us. I'm not sure who this is. I was writing you a message the other night, and I was like, I should just say hi, because I don't want to say hi, Evolving Energies. Let's see. Lawrence is just watching. Abby is making it later. Wonderful. Okay, next piece. This is going to be one of our other envelope pieces here, and we're going to back to back it. Again, they're straight edge, they look just rectangular, and we have the cracked paint and the blue interior. So we're going to put this together. It's going to make it so much easier to build if we just reduce the number of pieces that we're working with. Now, let's just see here. Lots of blue. And let's get this glued together here. Okay. Beautiful. And again, if you want to hide some of the white edges with some ink, that would look lovely. Now, I'm not sure what color ink you guys are going to be using for this. I have found a beautiful sunflower yellow, like a beautiful yellow in my collection here. But I'm not sure, like the black goes really well with it too if you want more of a vintage look. Not make it like super black, but just some black, or just like a vintage kind of brown. Like I know some of you said that you're gonna do that. Sandra says she's still inking, so she'll go to the replay to do this. Okay, so we're still folding this over toward the blue. This is a little bit of a blue spine here as well. So there go. Perfect. Nice. Now this also, we're just gonna glue these pieces. We're gonna fold it down the middle and glue these pieces together. It's pretty simple on this. I know it looks a little bit daunting when you start cutting out pieces and there's all these pieces and you don't know where they fit. And then you kind of just start gluing things together and it just kind of comes together nicely. All right, let's glue this over. Beautiful. Okay, and again, we're gonna fold it over like our glue tabs over so that it's facing our blue section. Our blue section is our interior sections. So that is kind of a good guideline to have there. So we're always folding toward the blue. Hi, Ophelia, great to see you. And Lauren says she's gonna be making it tomorrow. Ooh, tomorrow's gonna be a fun day. So when we announce I would probably wait to make this then, Lawrence, if you're gonna be doing it tomorrow anyway, so that you can see what the challenge is tomorrow, and then you can kind of incorporate that. But don't worry, you guys, you'll be able, even if you build your kit today, you'll still be able to do the challenge tomorrow and incorporate it into your kit. So let's keep folding. Here's another one of these ones. We're gonna fold it in half and glue it on. One is a left-hand pocket, one is a right-hand pocket. That's why the graphics on there are mirrored. And I didn't want to do this ahead of time because there's so much gluing. I wanted to show you guys kind of which pieces are going together. So I didn't want to make this ahead of time to save time. I wanted to actually just do this in real time with you guys. Okay, so again, folding toward the blue. Perfect. And on these glue flaps, if you have pieces sticking out here, don't worry about it. This is going to be tucked away. Nobody's going to be able to see it. It's going to be covered up. So don't worry about that too much. Okay, this is going to be a base for one of our pockets. So we're just going to put that aside. These are the tiny little pockets we have. And again, this is going to be the pocket. This is the base right here. So we're going to fold the two bases. You see how this is the cracked paint and this is the blue pattern? We're going to fold these together. The cracked paint and the blue. We're going to fold it together and glue it together, just like that. Let's see who's in here. Is it possible to reverse the colors? Not for this, like it won't be, I wouldn't say that you could probably do that in terms of how the kit fits together. But I will be making this kit again in the future, and we could possibly do some other colors, but I'm not going to be making one that has the colors reversed on this. Here, let's just fold this over. And we're going to glue that down. And now we're also, you see this little pocket right here, we're going to be putting our glue tabs inward. And we're going to glue those glue tabs. We're going to fold up our little pocket and glue our glue tabs right onto this. And the reason is I made the blue on top of the cracked paint. If I made the blue on top of blue, then you really wouldn't be able to see properly. Like it wouldn't be a big enough contrast. So I wanted to have a bigger contrast between the pocket itself and the base. So that's why I did it this way. So let's quickly just add some glue to this glue tab and this glue tab. I love those glue tabs. They're just so handy. So let's just glue this together. Perfect. Look at that. Okay, and we're going to be folding our glue tabs here on the side back in again. And we're going to make a spine as well. So this is a double fold, right? So with all these, you pretty much have a spine. There we go. So there's our spine for this. Isn't that lovely? Look at how this is coming together. Woohoo! Hi Nelda, great to see you. And Yvette says, hi Anthony and Matt, hey everybody. I am so glad you're back, Yvette. Lovely to see you again. Okay, so I just want to make sure these are all scored properly. Okay, perfect. So again, we have our two base colors here, and we're just going to fold it over in half and glue that together. All right, let's fold it over, glue it on. There we go. And again, now we're going to take this little pocket and we're going to fold our glue tabs inward. And we're going to fold our pocket toward the cracked paint, like the blue pocket toward the cracked paint, and we're going to glue those glue tabs onto here. Perfect. There we go. Lovely. I just love those textures and how they fit together. It makes you think of like an afternoon in the summer, like with sitting out in the garden, and you've got cracked paint on your cottage. You've got beautiful tiles, like just summer kind of vibes, right? There's not enough glue on this, you guys. I'm gonna have to revise this a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so let's fold these in again. Gonna make our spine. And again, like I said, if you've got some pieces poking over the glue tabs here, don't worry about it. Nobody's gonna see it. We're gonna hide it with some other pages, so don't worry about that too much. Perfect. Okay, and then this is our last piece that we're gonna fold out. This is gonna be a flap for the back pocket. So if you can see here, we have this flap for the back pocket. That's what this piece is going to be. So let's glue this together, and we're gonna just glue it, fold it in the middle and glue it together like this. Perfect. Then all our pieces are glued. Now we just have to, so we made our pockets, we made all our flaps and everything. Now we're just gonna start assembling it to actually start looking like envelopes and pockets. Okay, let's fold this over. Lovely. Okay, and we're going to be folding this over to the blue side as well. So make sure that you got your scoring done. Fold it while the glue is still wet. I find that usually makes it a little bit easier. And again, there's a little tiny spine here. So, and that's a little bit more tricky to fold just on the right spot. If you have a scoring tool, that's going to be really helpful. Perfect. So let's see here. Terry says, this is really a beautiful kit. Oh, thank you, Terry. I'm so glad you like it. You know, this is just one of those heart projects, right? Like it just melts your heart just looking at this. This is adorable. All right. Wow. So all our pieces, like we've got all our glue pieces and our flaps and our pockets, everything is done here. Now, the ones that we're going to be working with first is this almost triangle one here with a flat piece on the bottom. So that's the first one, along with our true triangle one right here. So these are the two first pieces, and we also want our two pocket pieces. So grab those 4 pieces first. Okay, and so first thing we're going to do is we have 2 of these beautiful back pieces. Just look at that. I am absolutely in love with this pattern, you guys. Don't you just love this? So what I'm going to do, one of these pieces is going to be my backing piece, and I'm going to be gluing all 4 of these pieces to this. So I'm going to be gluing it onto the white side of this. Everybody got that? Okay. Here we go. So basically how this will fit together is like this. Just to give you kind of an overview. So this actually goes on the inside like this and like this. So we go. Like this. This is what it's gonna fit like that. So basically we're going to have to glue these glue tabs onto this backing piece right here. Is everybody good with that? I just want to check something here quickly, you guys, before we do that. Actually, we're going to be gluing it onto here, but it's going to be going like this. So we're going to be gluing these pieces, our glue tabs, onto the back of this. So that's why I turned the white side up, just so that I could see it. But this is basically what this is going to look like. So we're going to be gluing it on like that. So let's start with this top piece here. Remember, the blue parts of these pockets and flaps always go to the inside. So when you flip this down like this, you have all the other patterns that we have out here, but the blue parts always show toward this centerpiece here. Okay, so let's get some glue. I'm gonna use my other glue for this. It's gonna work a lot easier. And so let's get some glue onto this glue tab right here. And let's slide this piece. Now you don't want to go over top of your folding lines. And it might be easier to flip it around. That's why I had it this way before. But yeah, you might want to just flip it around. Oh, what happened to my camera?
It's fine, just your head was under it.
Okay, there we go. Perfect. There we go. And now we want to do the same with these ones. So we want to make sure that our blue parts are pointing to the inside, which means these crackled parts are pointing to the outside. So we're just gonna glue this onto here. The crackled part to the outside. I'm going to add my glue. So I'm adding my glue to the glue tab that's on the side of the blue. Does this make sense to everybody how I'm explaining this? Has everybody got this? Okay, so let's slide this onto here. Okay, let's just line up all the parts here. Let's make sure it's nicely lined up here too. And I love the liquid paint, the liquid glue, because it allows me to kind of just move things around a little bit if I need to for a few seconds. Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna flip it over again. Well, let's just look at this from this perspective quickly. So now that we have it like this, we wanna make sure that we put the right pocket on the right side, right? And it's gonna make it pretty easy because we pre-folded all of these to show to the inside. So all our glue tabs are pointing to the inside, to the right side. So now we want to make sure that we can slide this piece into here, like that. And this piece in here like this. So this is how they're gonna come together, just like that. Okay, so let's flip this around and see what we're doing here. So we're gonna add glue to this piece right here. And we're gonna just stick it on here. Make sure it's lined up really good. Okay, and now we're gonna add glue to the inside glue tab right here. So we can stick that on. Right there. And we're gonna just move it around a little bit, make sure that it's completely in the right spot. And we can flip it over just to make sure that everything is lined up on both sides here. Yeah, that looks really good. Perfect. Just look at that. Look at how nicely that's coming together, you guys. Isn't that beautiful? Woohoo! Look at that. So now we already have our first envelope, you guys. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? That is beautiful. I love it. That is just super. Okay, so now we're going to be building our envelope that goes on the inside here. So let's just have a quick look at what this will look like. It's gonna set this aside to dry for a second. And so when we open up this first envelope that we just built, now we have the secondary envelope right here. And so this is this is Yvette says, that's amazing. Yay, I'm so glad it makes sense to everybody. So what we have here is one of our flaps. And I'm just gonna show you guys which flap this is. As you can see, this is the flap that has kind of a straight edge, rounded corners, and it has the cracked paint on the outside, the blue tile on the inside. So that's what this one is right here. The one that goes along with it is the larger one, and that's going to be on the bottom. And so we're going to flip it this way, and it has, again, the cracked paint on the top and the tile on the inside. So that's going to be the bottom. So let's start kind of putting it together right here. Now, part of this that you probably can't see really well is this backing that we have for it. And that's going to be this backing piece right here. So this is the part that is a little bit harder to see through here, but yeah, you can kind of make sense of this right here. So that's the part that we're going to have right there. And then of course we have these two pockets that fit with that as well, and that's going to be these ones right here. So again, we have, oh, we actually flipped these the wrong way. Sorry, you guys. So we're going to be flipping the glue tabs toward the pockets on these ones. So let's just flip those glue tabs back this way, I believe. Yeah, so this one is going to go here and flap this way. And this one, let's just get these glue tabs folded the other way. So this one is going to sit here and flip this way. Okay, everybody got this so far? I know it's like, you know, clear as mud, but I promise you it's going to work out. It's going to be all good. So this is going to be our backing piece. So Maria says, finally, the pieces are making sense. It's funny how that happens, right? Like you just kind of need to put it all into perspective and start putting those tiny pieces together. Okay, so this is going to be our backing, our top flap, our bottom flap, and our pocket pieces right there. Okay, so we're going to do exactly what we did with the last one, and we're just going to start assembling it like that. So let me just put all these pieces out of my way a little bit. The top flap I'm going to do first. So we're going to be, because we're going to be flapping it open like this, we want to make sure that this backing piece goes over top of this glue tab right there. Like we don't want to see the glue tab on the inside of this envelope, right? So that's the way it's going to be right here. So let's put that on. Let's get some glue here. And this way we're going to have that beautiful light blue spine showing inside of the envelope. Okay, so we can get this on right here. You can kind of just move it until it fits. That's what I love about this liquid glue. And you can flip it around. Make sure that it lines up nicely over here too. Got some fold creases everywhere. So let's just see. That looks lovely. See? Now we can fold it like this. It's already looking like a pocket. Look at that. We're gonna do the same thing. Sandra says, oh my gosh, we'll definitely be making more of these with the other papers in this kit. Yay! Well, Sandra, I saw that gorgeous journal that you made with all those beautiful pockets in it. That was fantastic. That looked so good. That was just really stunning. Okay, so this is going to be our bottom part here, our bottom flap. And so again, we want to make sure that this glue tab fits underneath so we're not seeing it on the inside of our envelope right here. So let me just fold this out a little bit so I can add the glue. Okay, let's put this in here. I'm going to tuck it right in there. Beautiful. I'm going to flip it over just so I can make sure it's lined up properly here as well. bit shy on this side. Just gonna squeeze it up there. Good. All right. This is coming together so nice, you guys. I love it. I can actually remember how to make this, kind of. We'll see how it keeps going. Okay, now we're gonna add these gorgeous little pockets right here. And again, we're gonna add the glue flaps to the back of this base so that they don't show up on the front. So let's add some glue. There we go. Just want to make sure everything fits nicely. You want to make sure that when you fold it, nothing is over top of any fold lines here, right? Okay, beautiful. And the same with this side. We're gonna add our glue on the inside here. We're gonna tuck it underneath and we're gonna glue it on there. Perfect, look at how nicely that fits. That is lovely. Beautiful. I just love this. Okay. Just want to make sure all my fold lines are working well. I can fold everywhere I'm supposed to be folding without gluing over top of it. Perfect. Now look at that. Oh my gosh, we have another envelope. Wow, and look at how nicely that looks. Look at how nice that looks. It folds closed nicely. It looks beautiful. Now I know the back looks awful, but don't worry, we're not gonna be able to see that. Okay, so we're gonna be covering that up. Okay, so now we also have little pockets that fit into here. And you might know already which ones those are. It's these little blue pockets right there. Now we have a accordion fold on these ones. Now you want to fold it right on the score lines right around there and all the way around. And then you want to take these pieces. You don't have to fold this exactly like this. If you fold it exactly on this, then it's going to kind of stick out on the back here, and you just don't want that. So this is kind of just to show you that it's an accordion fold. So what you want to do is you want to take this top and you just want to line up this edge parallel to this edge. So you just want to fold it like this. There you go. Just like that. And again, you want to take this piece and you want to fold it back parallel. So this line is parallel with this line right there. There we go. So now we have a beautiful accordion fold, and which means that you can put a lot more things into this pocket. It's going to hold a lot more. Perfect. Yvette says it just keeps getting better and better. Woohoo! This is fantastic. I'm so glad of it. I was sweating it. I was like, wasn't sure if I was going to remember how to make this. So this is going really well for me too. I'm so glad you guys are loving this. It's so nice to hang out with everybody. Hey, we forgot to cheers today, you guys. Let's do our coffee cheers. Here, Lovey, cheers. And cheers to our group. My tea is almost gone. I'm not doing coffee today. I'm doing tea. Who's having what today? Let's see this. Okay, so we're gonna fold this over. And we're gonna fold again parallel lines here. You're gonna keep that glue tab parallel to the outside line. Perfect. Now we're going to be adding glue to our glue tabs here. And you can add this pocket right inside of here. I like to just put it right in the corner while the border, like there's a slight brown border to this. So I just want to keep it right on the border there, just inside of that border. And that frames it nicely. Angela's drinking water today. Peter's coffee. Woohoo! Okay, let's see. Let's do this pocket here. Isn't this coming together just so beautifully? Okay. Now, of course, you can ink all of this too. You can like add blue, you can add yellow, you can add black, vintage, whatever you like to these. There we go. This is gonna be lovely. So we have accordion style pockets on these inside pockets here. And look at that, you guys. Isn't that lovely? That is our inner envelope right there. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Okay, so now let's take our outer envelope that we created, this one, and we are going to add this envelope to this piece right here. And you're going to center it nicely, make sure it fits really well. I just want to make sure that I can fold this over properly. Just want my spine to stay straight. Okay, there we go. That's good. All right, so you want to center this nicely. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but just make it look good to the eye, you know? So we're going to take this piece here. This is why I said we're not even going to see this. This is going to go right on top of this, glued right on. You're not going to be able to see it. So let's take our glue and just glob on lots and lots of glue. If there's any pieces lifting up, then add some more glue, like right in there too. Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to center this piece right here. You can move it around a little bit if it's not quite centered, especially if you have liquid glue, then that fits beautifully. Matt keeps reminding me to get my head out of the camera. I'm trying to see where everything goes. Oh, Sandra says Sunday mimosas. Oh my gosh. My daughter introduced me to mimosas and I am in love with that. I love it. So let's see. Cappuccino. Oh, Lawrence, you are like reading my mind. Girl of my own heart. Wow. Okay, so we've got that part done. Now look at, we've got two envelopes right inside of each other. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's coming together, you guys. It's gorgeous. That is so lovely. So now we can close this up like this. And we're gonna flip it over like this. Now this looks kind of nasty right here. So we have this other blue piece right here that we're going to put right on top. Just like that. We're gonna cover up all those pieces with it. There we go. So let's get some glue on there. And again, it gives you an opportunity to glue down any pieces that are kind of loose. It's not fitting quite right. Any of these edge pieces that need a little bit of extra glue on them. Okay, so what are you guys going to be doing with your kits? Are these going to be gifts? Are they going to be having a special place in your junk journal collection? What is everybody going to be doing with these lovely pieces? Let's see. I'm going to put this, let me just see which way is it up. There we go. So right there. Beautiful. That just fits perfectly. It's gorgeous, beautiful, lovely. Wow. Displaying mine in my craft room. That's a great thing. That reminds me, BJ said she's putting up brand new shelves in her crafting room. BJ, I am sure it's going to be to display all of your beautiful things, right? Probably. That's what I'm thinking. So, okay. Now we have our beautiful backing. We have our beautiful front pieces. Look at this. Is like the shell is more than done, you guys. Let's put on this gorgeous pocket in the back here, and I chose this because this texture is lovely. You know, you're thinking about outdoors and, you know, on a farm and sunflowers. And I don't know if you guys know this, but when Matt and I had our beekeeping business, we were actually beekeepers, and I had a pink bee suit, you guys. You might not believe this, but yes, I did. And and we would put in the fall, we would have our beehives inside a gorgeous sunflower field, and we wouldn't just extract the honey, we would actually sell honeycomb by the frame from there. And this reminds me so much of that. It's just the rawness and the ruggedness and the nature and just being on a farm. It just is so lovely, and I love it. So that's kind of what inspired this. So let's fold over our glue tabs on this rugged, nice texture we've got here. Lauren says, a gift for a birthday. And Terry says, it's so beautiful. And Sandra just loves the tile papers. I know, Sandra. I wasn't sure if this was going to be good for this kit, but you know what? I was going to incorporate it because it just reminded me of like the south of France, you know, and tiles like those Moroccan or Mediterranean blue tiles and sunflowers and like heat and summer. So it kind of fit together there for me. Okay, so we're going to fold over this pocket here. And again, we're going to do the same thing with our accordion style tabs here. Don't fold it just like this, because then you've got a piece sticking out right here. I mean, you could trim that piece, but you could just fold this to be, again, parallel, those two edges parallel with each other. And you can fold this to be as well, so that way you get more space throughout your pocket. And this here too. And Ophelia says, it's beautiful. Thank you, Ophelia. Okay, so this pocket here is going right here. So you can put it nicely between the blue borders on the edges there. And look at how beautiful that looks. I love it. And then what we're going to do is this piece that we have left over is our top piece. And I love the soft blue because it matches beautifully with this. And especially if you ink this glue flap right there, it's going to look lovely. So let's quickly add our pocket. I'm gonna add some glue to these glue tabs. Is everybody keeping up? Who's everybody doing? How's everybody doing that's making this with us? Anything I have to re-show or any questions anybody has about this? Just let me know. Okay, so let's tuck this nicely into the borders here. Nice. And just hold this down for a second. Let the glue kind of set a little bit. This is going to be so much nicer than the first one I made, because the first one I made was made with 20-pound paper. Now, you guys, I don't know if you've ever done anything with 20-pound paper. It's not a good situation. So this is the 32-pound paper, and it's back to back. So this is going to be a lot sturdier. This is going to be a lovely, lovely kit. So as you can see, we have quite a bit of depth inside our pocket there. So you can actually stuff these pockets with a bunch of stuff. It's going to look fabulous. And I almost want to recommend for you guys, let me just, if you take this little trifold folio that we're going to be dropping in the membership for you guys today, if you take this and you make it a little bit smaller, if you print it a little bit smaller, then you can tuck it right into this pocket right here, and that would look so lovely. I think that would look beautiful. If anybody's gonna do that today, please send pictures, because that would be cool. I'm just sorry, I just started laughing. I saw this one comment, I have glue everywhere. Welcome to the club. I know exactly what you mean. Okay, so I am going to be adding glue to this brown part of this glue tab for this last flap that we're going to add. And everything is hardening on nicely too because of the glue. So we're gonna just tuck that right into the top border here as well. Make sure everything lines up nicely. And look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow, that looks stunning. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous. Okay, so let's flip this back over again while that back pocket dries. We're gonna just flip open our envelope here to the inner envelope, and we're going to be adding a little pocket here. Now you guys have seen this pocket. Where is it now? So yeah, you can do the straight pocket or the accordion style pocket. If you're planning on putting a lot of things in here, you can do the accordion one. If you just want a regular pocket, you can just use the regular one right here. I'm just gonna use the regular one right here. And of course you can add more pockets anywhere you want. Let's see, so we're gonna be folding this. We're gonna add this pocket right here, right inside this border.
Angela's saying that she's just joining, but she's getting so confused about the times.
Oh, I'm so sorry that the times confuse you. We have so many different workshops this weekend, Angela. So yeah, this one was just for today. We had the 11 a.m. one for the folio, and then 1 a.m. we had this one for the kit. So I'm sorry that I didn't make that clear enough. Next time I'll put out more, maybe like just screenshots of just times for the workshops and send it out in the emails as well. So I'm hoping I can see what you make with this though, Angela. Like you have, like you actually endeavored that 84-page booklet that we made for Glamorous Valentine. So this should be a walk in the park. Angela Green says, this is awesome. There we go. So now we have a pocket in there. We have pockets here. We have pockets on the back. Wow, this is spectacular. Now let's start adding our little wax seals. And the wax seals are so cute. Of course, you can add any kind of different closures that you want. Like I know some of you have really exceptional closures that you use for things. So let me just find my closures. Now I can't find any of my wax seals, of course. I do have all these beautiful pieces of ephemera that we're going to be adding to this. And some of your fussy cuts too. Like some of these are the fussy cuts that we used for the challenge that we did last week. So you can even add some of those. That would be lovely. I'm just seriously looking for my wax seals here, which I am not finding anywhere. So maybe I will have to forego my wax seals for today, and you guys can just jump on and show me all the different closures that you have. I mean, we could even use this. Like, I think that would look lovely actually. Let's use that instead. So instead of gluing this on, I use my little 3D dots, my tabs that I got from the dollar store. Matt is a superpower when it comes to cutting out. Yvette asked, how did you cut those stamps so good? His name is Matt, and he does all the cutting. And yeah, this is the little tool that he uses. It's like little hair scissors, but it's pinpoint, like needlepoint scissors, and it just works so well for those intricate little cuts. Okay, so how are we gonna put this? Maybe like this. How is this best gonna work? This way. Okay, so I'm just going to add a couple of dots here. I'm not gonna make it like 2 or 3 layers. I'm just gonna do 1 layer of dots so that it can just slide in easily. Let's see how that works, since I can't find my wax seals anywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna put it right there. And then you can just slide this out and slide it back in. And that's my closure. So I would love to see all of you guys with all your different kinds of closures that you use for this. I know some of you would use Velcro, some of you would use like little clasps, magnets. I would love to see it all. And let's close up this part here, and we're gonna do the same thing right here. So, and since I can't find my lovely little things, maybe I would add something like this. Maybe these ones here. Ooh, that would look nice, wouldn't it? If we did something like this. Yes, let's do that. And then we can kind of build that up a little bit. I think I'm going to add 3 dots here. Who else uses these double-sided dots? So let's see here. Okay, so there we go. And it slides beautifully in and out there. So we can slide that in and out, perfect. And it holds fast. Let's see. We could add like a little tag right there, or we could add just some of our other ephemera pieces right here. So yeah, you guys can just go to town with this, try and do all kinds of fun things with the tops here. Now for the back side here, we can also add a closure of some kind or another. Like I'm gonna be working on this. I'm gonna see if I can find my wax seals, and I'm gonna be adding that. But inside here, just look at how nice that blue looks. I love it. Inside here, we have another little pocket, and that's this one here. So this is a seed pack, and you can print this up as many times as you like. You can fold it over there. We can fold over our glue tabs right there. And let's just add some glue to that. And we're just gonna finish building our glue tabs here, our seed packs. And it's gonna fold this over. Perfect, it lines up beautifully. And with these ones, I'm actually gonna use my glue, my inking pads. And I think I'm gonna do black, just to give it just a different kind of look here. There we go. Since it's gonna be outside, like it's more of an outside kind of thing, like seed packets, I think I'm gonna do the black. Fold over the flap. There we go. And I think that would look lovely. I'll probably do the inside here. That would probably be a good idea to do this before you close this up. Perfect. Okay, and then we have a little pocket that can go on top of there. Now you can put the pocket on this side, you can put the pocket on this side. It really doesn't matter. It depends on what you're trying to achieve with this. If you're gluing the seed packet into your journal, then make sure to put it on the side that you do not glue. Trust me, I have done this before where I glued the wrong pieces in. So let's just add a little black on here as well. I really like the black on this. There we go. Who's gonna make several of these seed packs and actually keep seeds in it? I would love to see that. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that is lovely. Look at that. I really love the black with this, you guys. Wow, it just adds so much something to this, don't you think? It's beautiful. And of course you can add some seeds to there. You can add some of your ephemera pieces to here. Let's see which ones we're gonna add to this. That's lovely. Ah, beautiful. That is lovely. Let's fold this over, and this little packet goes right into this pocket, and you can have lots in here because we now expanded this pocket, making it into an accordion style pocket, so you can add lots and lots of things in there. Now again, you can add any closures you want to this. Let's flip this over here quickly. Let's go back into our envelope, double envelope here. Open this up. Isn't this just spectacular? Look at what you guys made all in an hour. This is fantastic. So we can start adding some of our ephemera pieces to this. Look at that, these little bicycles and some of these. This one I actually would love to use in here. You can add these pieces like this. Add some of this here. And of course you can decorate some of your pockets here, like just add some ephemera pieces to that. We've got some stairs going up. Woohoo! And we got frames. Imagine that, adding a frame with your little guy here. That would look nice. Or maybe some flowers over here. Yeah, just lots and lots of possibilities here, you guys. And tucking these pieces in. Ooh, and we got our postcards as well. And our photographs. Look at these cute photographs. Oh my word, aren't they adorable? You can add those there. You could also add them into these bigger pockets back here. And into these bigger pockets back here, we also want to add these large tags that we have. So this is kind of folding into here. So it's just so many things. And of course, you can mix and match. You can add some of your other pieces from the other kits as well and just keep tucking it into there. These little photographs. are so adorable. And let's see, we can add some of these. These create nice contrast right here. And wow, just so many pieces to choose from, right? Just look at that. Just keeps going and going and going. Lots of different pieces. Wow, I love it. Okay, so I guess I could stop. Oh, here are my wax seals. I found them. Perfect. And you know, once we have all our hidden paper clips going, we can actually like add little paper clip things here. Do we have a paper clip here lying around somewhere? My whole collection of paper clips here. Thanks, Lovey. And let's see which one. Okay, maybe just add paper clip here, right here. That's nice. Wouldn't it be nice if we make a little hidden paper clip with that? Oh, that would be spectacular. Okay, so what do you guys think? Isn't this beautiful? You did it. This is actually all done. So this closes up like this. We fold this over. We close into our little closure right there and fold, and into our closure right there. And now I'm gonna just add one of these pieces right here. Green, or I think I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, let me just get my dots now that I found my wax, my wax seals. And let's just do 3 dots. And this is, there's a stripe piece. I'm going to show you guys what to do with the stripe piece that we have that's left over. I decided not to use it, but you're welcome to use it if you want to. Here, I'm going to show you guys in just a second here. So there we go, and this just slides right out. And there's our wax seal closure. Look at that. That's beautiful. So we do have this little piece right here that you could add to the pocket. So when we open this up, and let's just take out these ephemera pieces here for a second. Now, if you wanted to create some contrast right here so that this is not looking exactly like this, then you can slide this piece right in here and glue it right onto there. And it just looks almost like a folder tab that you have, but you could glue it on there. You could actually use this as just an ephemera piece as well that slides in and out. But yeah, this is made to kind of just be like just a contrast piece with this. But I decided not to use it. It's going to be so fun to play with. Once again, you have outdone yourself, Annie. Thank you so much, Angela. It was so much fun. Martine said, absolutely beautiful. I managed to keep up. Woohoo! Fantastic. Now, if you guys can quickly drop a picture of everybody who's actually finished it or is almost done with it, who actually started it today here with us, no matter where you are with it, just drop a quick picture of what it looks like. I would love to see it, you guys. It would be so amazing. I'm going to be spending my afternoon playing with this as soon as I go have a little nap in the sun this afternoon. We've been looking forward to that. So I just want to give a huge shout out to all of you, our members, who help make this all possible for us by supporting us with your membership. You are making it possible for us to like live our dream and just be creative all the time. And we just absolutely love making these things for you and with you. So thank you for being here. We just love you guys. Anytime any of our members need our help or support, we are available on WhatsApp. Matt's gonna drop you guys my WhatsApp number, and it's also a texting number, but it's you can also reach me on WhatsApp, and it's 587-220-2020. You guys can contact me anytime if you have any questions, or if you want to share some ideas, or it's like, Anani, how did you make that thing again? And I'll quickly hop on with a call with you. And I've done this many times, you know, with members, and we just do a quick little crafty thing together, just show you how that works. So it will be wonderful to chat with all of you, and we love you guys. Have a wonderful afternoon. Does anybody have any questions while we're here right now? Let's just Ophelia says she's ready to start now. So Terry says, thank you both so much for all you do for us members. I'm very grateful. Enjoy your day in the sun. Thank you so much, Terry. I hope you guys have a wonderful time creating this. I can't wait to see everything that you guys make. Bye, everybody. Have a great afternoon.